That's a good song to get your heart rate going to. Where's my phone? I can't tell people what it is. If here it is. It's 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 called "Fuck They" by Sophie Tucker.
What is it called?
It's called "Fuck They."
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, I'd play it, but people are stingy. I don't want to get in trouble. Brr. Anyway, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a yoke empath. I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things. Because Lord knows the whole world wants to know about how Marjo feels about things, right? Well, my heart goes out in a lot of different directions today. And, well, I'd just like to invite anybody that's in the room to let you know that it's not just me in this room. There's a whole lot of love in this room. There's a whole lot of good orderly direction is in this room. God is in this room, in this connection that anybody is sharing with me at this time. And good orderly direction. Just do the right thing. Just be there for people, man. When people are, you got to just be there for people. And there's so many people right now that I know personally and I see on social media. And, I see a lot of people are having the best version of their lives. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good for them, there's the rest of them that aren't. And I know that there's a lot of people right now that are really reeling. They are just hurting. When your heart hurts so much physically because of how you thought things were going to be. And I've been in this place before. When I tried to find a place in California and nobody would help me, I didn't want people to pay for. I had money. I just needed people to by word of mouth, go look at a place, like that. And nobody would fucking do jack shit to help me out. Nobody. And I thought I was in good standing. So, life took a different trajectory, and it's been real hard. But God's been good to me and graced us with, being able to keep me and Mom together and all the dogs, and because I adopted these dogs. I had two. And then I foster failed too. I knew when I did it, I was over my head. I'm wearing my t-shirt today. I just want to sip coffee and pet my dogs. But I knew what it was going to be. Because I have a way of seeing things, how things can, how they're potentially likely going to play out. Just based on knowing. And I know it's hard, and a buddy of mine, he watches my videos. He's one of two people that have helped contribute to me and Mom so that we can live a little bit easier. Because, I just am good at budget money. Our income is less than freaking $1,700 a month, man. It's just, I'm good at making stuff happen. And then God because I keep doing the right thing and doing what I can to help other people, He makes sure that we're provided for. And I don't want too much. Your wants, or I don't need too much. And when your needs, it turns into wants, and then your wants turns into desires, and then you got this whole world of must-haves, and nobody owns anything. It's all borrowed, and it's just a collective wave of bullshit is what we're coming into. So, my buddy had to let his sweet girl go, his dog, and these transits, man, it's I was right there last year with you, you know, when Sass died, Mom's dog, 19 years old, because I wish I would have known that they had home euthanasia then, man. But I don't know if how that would have even gone down either. So it worked out how it worked out. I do videos the whole time. I'm like like you could see the stress in my face. I wasn't sleeping. It was like because she was going out into the ethers at night, and so I'd wake up and we'd spend time together, and it was hard, and I didn't know how Mom was gonna do, you know, because they're best friends 19 years, you know. Mom, for the last 6 years, she sat on Mom's lap. Mom still holds, cause like I'm like, dude, I can't even. It's hard for me to look at Mom with her bare lap with nothing there. So she holds a sweater, and then it keeps her warm too. So, you know, what it makes us both feel comfortable, you know. And Sassy just was her loyal. But I made this calendar for her. And she's like, she's a cool dog. She was my sister. Right, Ma? And then my other sister died. I lost 2 sisters last year. She's such a good. She hated me. I don't know. She was definitely the favorite. Here, this is the last picture of them. One of the last pictures that I got of them. Not, she was still alive. I know she looks like she's dead, but I mean, their friendship is something that I had to keep us together, you know. It's a lifelong commitment. And our animals are our family. We're all we got, you know, and then there will be none. And then there will be none. And people are so ugly with the time that they have on their earth. So there's a lot of endings now. A lot of shifts, man. And I got to talk to my earth angel today. And I'm going to continue to pray for her that she finds the place that she wants to be. That she wants to be. You know? She's had a hard freaking, man. You know, she lost the love of her life a few years ago, and it wasn't just like he died peaceful in his sleep. It was brutal, and it was ugly, and she went through it all by herself. And see, when I hear these stories, I'm like, that's how I know how they feel, because when Mom had her stroke when I was 15, I've been feeling alone ever since then. When the doctor came in, because I rode in the ambulance, and the doctor came in and said, well, looks like she's had an aneurysm. He was such a dick, man. He was talking to a 15-year-old girl that was alone. Well, start making phone calls, because I don't think she's going to make it through the night. And I stood there. And I thought. And I didn't have anybody to call. Everybody's going to have their chance to feel the gamut of emotions in life. And loneliness is one of them. And a lot of people have felt this in the last few years. You find out how alone you are. You know? Redding's getting like dumped on in snow. My buddy Saul lives in an A-frame, basically an A-frame shack. A couple of wood stoves on. He's a safe guy. He was like an engineer, like a mechanic engineer in the Army Corps or something like that. I mean, he's a smart guy, you know. And because he's a smart guy, he's gonna be okay. Check out the Ravens Inn on Facebook. He makes really good food. Tell him Not So Large Marge sent you. And he's gonna have people. It's gonna make like a. It's gonna be like a post-apocalyptic Airbnb. I mean, he's gonna be freaking fine, you know. But the fact that I mean, if I lived there, I'd be like, dude, just you and the dog come crash with me for a couple of days, you know, until the storms pass. You know, it's just not right. You know, it's just not right. And there's so many people that are just going through something, you know, and I just want people to know that I've been through all these things. So when you go through stuff, you let me know, okay? And I'll just be able to just be there with you. All right? And because I do these videos, you know, I have a real hard time making friends in real life. It is so hard for me. Whether it's them or it's me, it's always me. You know, or it's them. Sometimes it's them, but mostly it's me. Whatever. You know, it just doesn't it's just the chemistry's off, you know, and I just have a hard time just meeting people that make me want to click my heels, and yes, I can. And and I still do. But because I've done these videos, it's put me in touch with a couple of people that you know, they knew who I am because they watch my videos all the time, and I got an idea who they are just based on our engagements. But the level of generosity and kindness, I know they're that because I mean, I wouldn't be here without them, you know. And however I can give back, just let me know, you know, whatever I can do. Whether it's, you know, you want me to call you every day, give you a pep talk, I'll do it, you know. It's scary to be 75 years old and not know where you're going to go and live, and you're, you know, got an offer on the house, yay, you know, and you know, the greatest changes in my life never happened gradually. I've always just been propelled to the next state. Literally. I mean, I got here from Salem, Oregon by a wing and a prayer. I mean, I got my wing. I got my wing back today. That's how I used to talk when I was a little girl. Anyway, she did turquoise. Fixed it for me. She didn't even charge it for me. I think she spaced it. I went to pick it up. She's like, I dropped it off Monday. She's like, pick it up Wednesday. She's like remodeling. She's getting ready for spring. It's okay. I have nothing but time. I'm not, you know. So, but she made it all nice. It's so funny because I bought this is supposed to be the ocean, and then I got this one, and this is fire, and then this one's the ocean too, and then I got this one because like a little greasy, because I got it on the island of Crete when I was in Operation Iraqi bullshit, and then I got that little chain link one from Turquoise's shop. Because buy local, she owns the turquoise. Her name's Turquoise, and she owns the Turquoise Silver Company, and it's right between the World Cup. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of neat. I could buy people a lot of presents from that place. I really could. So, what was it? There was a theme about forgiveness lately. Oh, it was on The Good Doctor. And I've forgiven my dad. I just have been at the point where I was indifferent. It's like, you know, I probably won't see him ever again as long as I live. Or he lives, or whatever, you know. He was never around when I was little, and he was really, really, really hard on me. He was very, very overly critical. But I ain't mad at I didn't mean to say but, because that negates everything before what I said, and I don't want to negate anything I just said. I want to be clear. Everything that has ever happened to me in my whole life has brought me to where I am, and I like who I am. If I wasn't on a full-size bed with 3, sometimes 4 dogs, I would sleep really good at night. I fall asleep for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours. If I can get 4 hours, I'm like, whoopee, right? And then what happens is like something will happen and then I'll wake up. And if I don't just like go right back to sleep, I'm up for hours. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the rest of the day, or further until I get up for the day. And then when mom get like, but last night, I don't know, I woke up, mom was sitting in her chair. I was like, whoa. The sun was coming up, because every time, man, I'm an energetic sensitive. It doesn't matter. I'm about to be 49 in a month from today. I think I'm gonna get a sheet cake and just like set an event, invite people out and see about getting because it's 4/9. I've been waiting for 4/9 my whole life, because my birthday's 4/9. I like birthdays. That's the only holiday I do. So, yeah, sleep is a lot of people are having a hard time with their good. Welcome to my world, yeah? Nice. I'm left-handed, and that was with my right. But actually, I'm ambidextrous, huh? I bat right and left. I can golf left and right. I can shoot left and right. I mean, I'm handy post-apocalyptic time. I went to school for 6 months. We had the second longest. I think like the air traffic controllers and stuff. Their tech school was longer, but where I was, we had a 6-month tech school. And we learned all about electronics and schematics and electronic principles. I mean, it was cool, man. It was a fun. I got to play with so much neat shit. And then I just have had a lot of cool experiences. Very vast. You know, I mean, I don't know a lot of other people. Like, I've never been out in the world where I could have a conversation except for the people that I've worked with. Like, I mean, I'm down there probably about 50, 70 yards from the Thunderbirds, watching them do their pre-check, preload, and get ready and take off. Because I was at a very high-profile Air Force base. I was off at Air Force Base. And so, I mean, and then like, they had these, like, most obnoxious freaking air shows, right? They were ridiculous. My favorite part was the planes would start coming in Thursday night, Friday, and then I would get to go drive around and just like have my own private air show and just look. I mean, it's like, thank you, universe. This is cool. You know? I don't know a lot of other people that have got, you know, except for the people that I have been walking with that have done these things when I'm doing them, or have done them before me or after them. But anyway, there's a lot of people that are going through, and it's Pisces season. I had my transit thing come up today, my transit alert. I don't know, I opened it. I guess it remembered who I was. But today it was, did it come up? Did I take a picture of it? My natal Mars was in square with Neptune today. And so I was like, I wasn't going to go into town, but I'm like, I got to go into town. And what that is, just a little excerpt, because I'm big on astrology. It helps people. More I find about, because it's cool, because I know about where my placements are, and then when I meet people, and they tell me where theirs are, and then I'm like seeing where they are, like where are they in their shadow, or it's like people are like, I don't know, cake recipes as far as I'm concerned. But it says here, people born, and this is according to just I Google on the front little main page there. First thing comes up, people born during the Mars square, so it's their interpretation. People born during the Mars square Neptune transit are more courageous and braver, but also more likely to get involved with intrigues and scandals. Not on purpose. They need to express their most powerful desires and fight for worthy causes by taking more action. It's in me and I'm activated. So, I made Mom chicken nuggets today. And these are our dipping sauces because it's all about the sauce. I was like thinking about the blessings, just like the little things, because I don't get out much, right? So it's just like sometimes something as insignificant, I'll just get it. I was strolling through the supermarket aisle the other day, and I came across this, and this is the only reason why, this stuff is the only reason why I like Arby's. And there's no Arby's anywhere where I'm at. And they had it, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Yes! So, Mom likes it too, huh, Ma? You like that horsey sauce?
Yes.
Is it tasty? Is it scrumptious?
Yes.
It's good with the chicken fingers?
Right.
See, the supermarket that I shop here local, Smith's, I guess they're all owned by the Mormons, whatever that means. I don't know. That's what people say things to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. But they have like 2 chicken breasts, and me and Mom we eat less than a fat guy does. Between the two of us. So they sell like 2 chicken breasts, and they're cut in slices already, which is cool because I don't like handling chicken. I don't mind cut, but I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out. But I do it. I power through. And so I beat a couple eggs and put it in a Ziploc bag, and then put the chicken slices in there and get it all eggy. Egg it on. Uh-oh. Is he crying? Egg it on. And then I roll it in the... I just had like the Kroger. I tried it. I'll do something better next time. Next time, I'm just going to do like the regular Planko. And then I'll add Parmesan and just do it up myself. But whatever. So I used the Italian herb one and then baked it for like a half hour and was ready for the sauce. Huh? It's good, huh, Ma?
Yes.
You're grubbing? Except it hurts the roof of my mouth. It hurts the roof of my mouth. Mom said that hers is okay, like when you burn it from pizza or something. So, I guess I better look. Ooh. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Hi, Nathan. Oh, this is a funny story. Yeah, hitting the sauce again. Yeah, the homemade nugget, they were freaking good. So, I sent my dad some cookies. I started talking about that earlier. And, because like I said, he wasn't around much when I was younger. And I'm getting closer to asking him But I'm pretty comfortable with like, 'cause I mean, it's like his daughter died, you know? I mean, after that, I mean, I'm very direct and forthright anyway, but now it's just like, I don't know. And then he's getting older. He's 74. This month he'll be 75 too, also. So, and I haven't seen him since he was 68. And anyway, so I've tried, and that's the thing is like, I get tired of maintaining relationships. Like, I have relationships with people when I'm doing the thing, when I'm sending the text, when I'm making the call, when I'm going to where they are. And as I get older, it's like, I just rather hang out with mom and I don't got the energy no more, you know? And I'm here to engage a back and forth, you know? And there ain't a lot of people that feel that way. So I spend a lot of time by myself. And anyway, so ever since he was still driving cross country freight truck. He's been a truck driver longer than I've been alive. I mean, and then he didn't do it for a number of years because he was almost killed outside of Phoenix where his daughter died. Rising from the ashes. Anyway, covert pipes weighing excess of 2,500 pounds apiece. 3 of them. They had the large ones with the little smaller ones inside. So he was walking around the truck, checking the lines. They packed it on a hardwood instead of a softwood. And so the harder the wood you load it on, it makes less give in those belts. And those belts, they got to hold it, but you got to have a little bit of a give. Because if it's hard and it's taut, then snap. And that's what happened. They rolled over him. And they didn't even tell me about the accident until a month after because they had to make sure he wasn't going to die. I mean, he had a traumatic head injury. Both of my parents have. I know a lot about head injuries and how people think and how it changes people. And I know a lot about stuff. Just because of personal experience. And then I go and I talk to the neurologist and I give them my interpretations. They're like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I've worked in a radiology department, you know. I mean, I pick up on things everywhere I go. I just can't find the other people that have picked up on the same things that I picked up on. But I feel better about it. Anyway, ever since he drove cross truck, he's the one. It's funny, man. The whole world's a lie. My whole life, I've never lived in the world that everybody else is living in. Now I feel like everybody else is starting to live in the world that I've lived in. Is what I feel like is happening. My own personal experience from it. Oh, everybody's getting their own little taste, right? So. Like Omaha steaks come from a freaking manufacturer in freaking California. I mean, it's all a distributor out there. So it's all labels and, you know, deals, and it's just all a bunch of crap. And it's just all bleh. So ever since he drove across country, though, he said he hasn't had a good night's sleep. Ever since then. So I was like, all right, I'm on it. Let me see about this. So I sent him some a while back. It was last week of the way. I don't know, I sent it whenever I sent it, and then it was like I was waiting to hear from him. I let him know it was coming, and then I need to turn off the light. He doesn't like it. There. And then I didn't hear. But that's the thing, is something I had to learn a long time ago, is that when I do things for people, it's out. It's out, it's done. I don't get to know. I don't get to know if they like it. It's just how it is. I accept it. I'm not mad about it. I just don't get a lot of feedback, and it's okay. So I was like, okay, he should have got it by now. But I haven't heard. Okay, all right, whichever. Whatever. Everything is divine. If I'm supposed to know, I'm supposed to know. So I get a call from him today. I'm heading back home. And I can get calls on my headphones, but still I wanted to give him my undivided attention, because I answered the phone and I said hello, and I get the laugh, and then I went because I know that laugh, like his goofy laugh, right? You know that laugh, Ma? Yeah, you don't like that laugh, I bet. Anyway, so I said, all right, give me a second. So I pull off to the side, and he said, well, I got him yesterday, and then I ate one. Now, he lives in California. It's legal. It's legal. It's not a problem. But he's only had edibles, like gummies, a couple times, like probably 20 milligrams, maybe 5 milligrams, and he's like, yeah, they don't do anything for me. And I said, Dad, those are my favorite when people say that to me. Because even if my cookies do nothing for you, they're really good. They're tasty freaking cookies. And they don't taste like, they don't have that taste that they're good. Anyway, so, sorry, Tuck. I'll keep it down. He said, and then I couldn't... He said, and then I couldn't do anything. He said he had to call his friends that live in his apartment complex. He lives like in a townhouse community right there. He's like, because I had to take Buster out, his dog, but he couldn't. And I was like this. I was like in tears. And then he said, and then yesterday he talked to one of his friends that is more versed in that universe. And they said, they told him, take a bite. See, I wanted him to get him and then call me, and I would have told him this, but... So he said, well, I slept really, really good last night. And I was like, oh, I was just like, you know what? Whatever has happened with us in our whole entire life, that's okay. Because none of that stuff matters, because it all starts from that moment, And if he does something, see, that's the thing, is like, we got that kind of, it's like he's just a man, I don't have to watch what I have to say. He's never been around. There's no filter. So I get to say what I want, but the thing of it is he says what he wants, and people think I'm a dick. I mean, the guy, he used to, he grew up in a Atascadero, right? He and his buddy Les, they would go up on the hill and get 55-gallon drums and roll them down the hill. At the bottom of the hill was the interstate. And cars would be like, what? I mean, he was a fucking thug, man. Yeah. See, so this is where I come from. This is my propensity. This is my natural, And the thing of it is because I come from my spirit, I know that those things you don't do. There's right and there's wrong. And there's people that know it's wrong and they don't care, they do it anyway. And that's how I act when I drink, and that's why I don't drink. And I don't care what other people do. I really don't care what other people. I understand. I want to. Especially Pisces season, man. I would love to just freaking go face deep in some, I'd go up in there and be like, all right. Midtown Tavern. Okay. It's been a while. Let's make some Marge tails. And I'd be like, let's make up some drinks, And I'd probably end up in a creek freaking face down. And nobody would ever, people wouldn't see my videos anymore. Mom, what would have happened to her with all the dogs, and it's just, don't live for just you, Marge. Excuse me a second. Is it hot? Did you get hot in your bits? Is that better? Yeah. I got it. Is that better? Mom? Are you getting hot? No. Man, I'm starting to cook. I forgot to turn this thing off. Mom and I we've been going back to the old shows. I used to watch it when it was first on, Ally McBeal. And I like that show because that show, like the animation they have, that's the kind of stuff that I do. Like when I'm out in the world. And people are dumb. I'm like freaking launching fireballs at them. Like, they're like, mushroom cloud goes over them. And I'm like, okay, I feel better. Especially when I go in the grocery store, And then that's how I used to think. And then there's this TV show that they used to do that, And I think a lot of other people think like that. I think so. Makes me feel better. Because, man, people are just going crazy. People are going to go crazy just more and more all the time. Oh, I just got another one. The moon and the star Spica are in conjunction. The best viewing time is early tomorrow morning at 5:25. Now I'll be up. And I'll be up. I'll see it. I'll grab my Snapnax, my camera. So, I found these today. I haven't seen them since Oregon. I freaking love these things. They're chargeable. And I used them today to clean under Mom's nails. See, that's the stuff that they don't do in old folks' homes and stuff like that. You're not going to find a whole lot of freaking employees that are cleaning under, you got to take care of people. You got to take care of people right. And a lot of people, it's not even their fault because people that they weren't taken care of. So they didn't learn how to take care of other people. I learned a lot when I was in recovery, around, I was hanging out with those friends of Bill W. I learned a lot about how other people lived. A lot of it's stupid. A lot of it's, I want to take my speaker, one of my speakers, and hang out in front of the city hall before one of their meetings and play this song. So if you get a chance, go listen to it. I would just dance around. and then go inside and be really, really respectful and tell them that the police do not deserve $2 an hour. And that what I think needs to be happen is that we need to bring back or implement, maybe for the first time ever, it's time, some sort of fitness standards. And if you don't have them, you can't be a policeman, because we're getting to the point that hurt people. And you have so many of these guys that have eaten their feelings, gotten too many free meals, and didn't do the community a courtesy and work them off. And so now we got a lot of heart attacks waiting to happen, a lot of health problems. We're paying for their pensions. We're paying for all their health problems because they didn't take the initiative to take care of themselves. And when people feel better about themselves, when they're fit, or even just try, even if you don't ever get, no, ain't nobody looking for a cut and 6-pack abs and all that. That's it. People are not doing enough other things in life if they have a body like that. If you get to work out 2-3 hours a day and just focus, weigh out your food and bro out on all that shit, then you are not living enough in service for other people. You are all about yourself. Speaking of Ben, time to get the next t-shirt size up. Yeah, it's that time, buddy. Egos are just flaring. We're just going to see just people just ego to me is easing God out. Where's the spirit of that? That's really great. The conference is back. All these people living the best version of life. While you're doing that, what are you doing for other people? For all the millions that you spend on yourself, how much are you giving to that person that nobody's looked at them in the eye in weeks? Oh, wait. I found my dog mom button today. Somebody said I was a good dog mom because I have a freaking anxiety attack every time I go to the vet. And I got to take Tucker on freaking Monday. They're good, though. They'll send me a text message when it's over and stuff. I don't know. One day, it's just going to happen. But see, that's the thing is I have to work extra hard because I can be there on the last day with them at all times. I can go there and I have to keep myself in the present moment and stay focused in what I'm doing. And, life is a lot easier. It's a lot more copacetic. I got a little sock for him. I wonder if they'll probably wrap it in that tape stuff. But this, I think, I'm going to cut off the end of it. I lost my scissors. I can't find my scissors. It's been a week. They're in a different timeline somewhere. But I figure if I cut this off, and then, because it won't be around his toe. It's on his toe in here. He has a fatty tumor. He has a big old fatty tumor on his inside here. But it doesn't, it's like he got that. It's like when we got to Oregon, I ended up with a funky toe. We all got some funk from Oregon. But then when we left, it stopped, I don't know, the vets have dressed it and then they haven't come back. And his tumor doesn't seem to be getting bigger real fast. He has a heart murmur, so he's 12. He's gonna be 30. He came from a puppy mill. It's amazing he's lived as long as he has. But this maybe will protect the little sock thing a little bit better. It's okay, Tuck. I'm wrapping it up. So I just think it's funny that all the places I've traveled, around the world. all over the world, all the places I just everywhere I'm like looking to make friends everywhere I go, and I just haven't really been successful. So I started making these YouTube videos, and then people find me that think that I think that think I didn't mean to say I think, I misspoke. That think that I would be cool to be friends with, and then some of them I am. And one of them's coming. I think she's gonna. I think my Earth Angel's gonna come visit. And she's been fucking God, fucking saving my ass for 2 years now, like in a very grand way. I mean, it's why the dogs get their care because of her. I mean, but she knows I don't just piss away money either. But it does go away a lot faster these days. Anyway, so that's like, I see it as it's the time for them to go out one last time. I think people are outside too, but it's how I envisioned or imagined my future. It's starting to happen now. So I had to do that to get me through those several difficult years. They're documented here on my YouTube channel. I mean, I've gone through the gamut, and finally I'm at that place that I just focused on, that's passed through the threshold of freaking, man, this is really shitty, to, you know what, I think things are just gonna be okay. So I was thinking about I got this one for Jessica, my dear sweet sister. She died September 23rd, 2022 in a motorcycle accident in Phoenix, 39 years old. I think I'm going to get a birthday tattoo this year. I like to get those. I get them. I like those. I'm going to get Standing Turtle, I think, because that's the name I gave myself. So anyway, hope somebody got something out of something I said. If not, maybe some one of the other talks I done. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.